everybody. So what we want to do tonight then is just to kind of share some information about the importance of skincare. So the topic that I really want to talk about is the importance of a consistent skincare regimen. Key word there is consistency. So what we'll cover tonight is we'll tell you a little bit about who we are, why we started the company, and give you like an overview of different skin types and concerns and common situations that come to me on a regular basis. Where I'd like to start is who we are. So I'm the mom, and Soni's my daughter, and Sydney is my daughter. They are two of my four daughters. And we decided to start this company because we had our own challenges with skincare and the perfect regimen and the perfect makeup, and nothing was working the way we wanted it to. So I'll tell my own personal story, and then Soni can share hers with you. I've been in the skincare and beauty industry for more than 35 years. I know that dates me, but it's 35 years. I've loved every second of it. I have an incredible passion for it. But over the years, it's been a really, really big challenge to try to find the perfect skincare regimen for me, for my changing and evolving skin over the years through pregnancies and work and different lifestyle changes. And also, more importantly, is just to find the right makeup that works for me. Either it was too pink, or it was too yellow, or it was just too light or too dark. Something just wasn't quite right. So in the middle of my passion, I decided that I wanted to really work hard in this industry and find something that not only worked for me, but worked for all the other women out there who had to surely have the same problems going forward. So that's the reason that I'm here today, and that's the reason that I want to share with all of you, and Soni can share her own personal story as well.
Okay, so our experience with skin have been very night and day. I played a lot of sports growing up. I wouldn't say I didn't care about my skin as much, but I wasn't so into skincare like I probably should have been. But I did get lucky to have pretty normal skin growing up, so all I did was just use a basic face wash and moisturizer until I got older. And hormonal changes happened, and I had a kid, and those changes happened, and now I am battling some acne and discoloration from playing sports outside over the years. So now I've been having to use the vitamin C collection to even out my skin tone, and I have a more, I guess, intense skincare regimen to keep my acne to very minimal. So it was very boring, but now I'm having to actually take care of my skin and use different products and figure out what works for me the most out of everything I've tried so far.
And so what happened to your skin when you were playing sports? Like, what was the most noticeable thing that happened when you were playing sports?
I guess from being outside in the sun all the time, I had gotten really dark, and then I was lightening up in the wintertime, and my skin was just very back and forth. So I never really had the consistency of one even skin tone. And now that I'm not in the sun as much, I've been seeing light spots, dark spots, hyperpigmentation around the mouth and stuff. So I've been having to use the vitamin C products and a lot of different other things to even it out.
Perfect. And so that's exactly what you want to do before anything. You want to take a good long look in the mirror and just decide what you don't care for in your skin. That way you can pick the right products, ask the right questions when you want to address certain needs. So you're going to take a long look in the mirror and you're going to say, I think my forehead's darker than my cheeks, or I have discoloration around my chin and my lip area. How can I address these issues? What do I need to do? Because at the end of the day, you want your makeup to go on amazing. You want to get that beautiful finish. And you can't really do that if your skin is not quite right. Filters are fabulous, but great skin is way better. I love the little hearts and the flowers and all that, but when I walk out the door, my hearts and flowers are gone. So I want my skin to be really nice and comfortable and flawless when I go outside with as little discoloration as possible. So that said, we get the question a lot how I came up with the name Sydoni. So you probably figured out by now it's a combination of names of my two daughters, the two youngest daughters, this one and Sydney.
Yeah, it's me. It's all about me.
And so it's the combination of Sydni and Soni together. And the reason I did that is because I believe that when you start a business, you should first think about what you're passionate about. You should think about what you can stay in love with for a very long time, and what you can sustain as you move into the future. And of course, my passion was always beauty. But moreover, I was really inspired by my kids. As a mom, we think that we inspire our kids all the time, and that we decide what should happen, and we make a plan when they're small. But as they grow, then it turns out that I learn more than I think maybe I taught them sometimes. And so I'm inspired by my kids, and so that's the reason that I gave them. That's the reason that I named the company after them. Not only that, but I want to make sure that when I'm gone, that they keep this thing going in my honor. Well, because it's their names, and so they can never forget it.
It's personal. It's personal at that point. It's us.
They're never going to be able to forget it. It's their names. Okay. So, all right. So, we talked a little bit about why we started the company and some of the personal challenges that we share. So, some of the things that come up a lot of times when people talk to me about finding the right skincare and finding the right makeup are finding the right shade, of course, we mentioned, also busy lifestyle and no time for multiple layers.
Yes.
And what I mean by that is all of us are guilty of staying up till 2 o'clock in the morning under the sheets with the phone on, the light shining through, watching these amazing videos from start to finish with the concealer and the cut crease and the cheeks and the
highlight and the
lips.
contour, all of it.
And it looks amazing and it's eye-popping and you can't take your eyes off of it. And you stay up and you watch it until you drop your phone on your face and you fall asleep. So I've done it too. I love those videos. But in reality, it's not really the most comfortable thing for most of us to do. So when we walk out of the house in the morning and we go to work, it's probably not
minimal natural makeup that takes 20-30 minutes and then hit the door.
Exactly. So so I get a lot of that all the time. I hear people say, oh, I saw a video and I really want to learn to cut crease, and there's meanwhile that the person's got 2 babies in the stroller and I'm like, you really want to know how to do a cut crease? Okay, I'll teach you. We don't know how far you're gonna go with it. so that's one of the concerns, one of the reasons we wanted to just offer some regular women, real women options, makeup options, skincare options that are fast and easy and really effective. So if whether you are somebody who likes to just get up in the morning and do the most minimal look with a lip gloss and maybe some mascara, or if you need to lash it all the way out, all the way makeup diva, makeup artist, we wanted to be able to offer that those options for everybody. So our products are incredibly pigmented. The makeup, the eyeshadows, the lips, everything's incredibly pigmented. So you can start small and build if you like, or you can just go 100% all out from the very beginning. The thing that gets me the most is the eyebrows. And I love my eyebrows, and I just use a pencil to fill in my brows because I probably have a tiny little piece of eyebrow, and then the rest is all fake eyebrow. But one thing I don't do in my eyebrow look is I don't use the concealer afterwards underneath and on top. Not to say that it's a bad thing, but it's great if it works for you, but I don't have the time, and I just, to be truthful about it, when I take my glasses off, I can't see. So I would be lucky to have a great eyebrow by the time I'm at the house. So I get it. The challenge is real with the makeup videos. So that's another one. So we want makeup for real women, and we also want makeup for the natural artist or the professional artist. Either way, all our products are professional quality. So we want to make sure that we address everybody. One thing I didn't want to do in this business, having been in it for so long, is to come into the marketplace and not be able to offer makeup for everybody. I will never eliminate a group of people or a group of women. I always want to make sure that we have something for everybody. So if you're a difficult match with foundation, if you have tried every product you think imaginable and you can't seem to make it work, you can definitely come and talk to us. We can try our best to get you the best possible regimen as well as the perfect shade of foundation and eyeshadow that works with your lifestyle. That's the most important thing. Okay?
All right.
Yep. What else about YouTube videos?
YouTube videos.
Yeah. What do you love? Hate?
I guess I like watching all the videos and all the makeup looks. I just hate that they make it look so easy, and then you get your own brushes out and you're like, oh my god, what am I doing? You end up looking like a clown because they're just doing it really fast and showing you an overview, but they're not showing you how to apply the eyeshadow and how to put on your lashes and what kind of pencil is best for your kind of eyebrows or whatever it may be. They just kind of do their own looks and like, here you go, there it is, okay, we're done.
Yep.
And then like, share, subscribe, whatever. But it doesn't really tell you anything about the makeup. So that's why this is the ground to ask your questions. Give us any comments, anything that you want to share with us, then we can probably help you out with.
So some of the most common skincare concerns that I hear are people say, my skin is extremely oily. And makeup slides off. By the end of the day, it disappears. You'll find that your pores around the cheek area and possibly around the nose area maybe look a little larger than usual. And you leave the house in the morning and you look flawless. 30 minutes into your day, the product is sliding off your skin. And it's oily and it's transferring from your hands onto your clothes or to your desk or papers at work. I hear that so often. So as a response to that, we wanted to make sure that we had a soft matte foundation that was hydrating to the skin, that was incredibly, had an incredible coverage from light to the heaviest coverage, depending on how you want to build it, and that it didn't transfer. So we looked and we personally tried all kinds of different formulations, and we finally found a formulation that is amazing, gives you beautiful coverage, and does not transfer onto your desk or papers.
Your face, and it doesn't go anywhere.
That's right. The only downfall of that is you need an oil cleanser to take it off. That's how transfer resistant it is.
Yeah, your face washing water is not going to cut it.
That's right.
The oil cleanser to get it all off.
Yeah. And so also, not to just address the makeup need for people who feel like they have really oily skin, but I want to talk a little bit about the skincare part of it as well. Um, Sometimes when you have excessively oily skin, there's sometimes is a reason for you having excessively oily skin, not necessarily just because you have oily skin. If you are washing your face in the shower with hot water, I know it feels great, you feel all clean and fresh and squeaky when you come out, but it's really not good for your skin. It's really not good for your skin on your face. Think about this for a second. I know I'm going to probably get some blowback on this one, but I'm going to tell you anyway. All of that soap scum in your shower that you scrub off with all the cleansers and everything, that same soap scum can accumulate on your face. If you're washing your face in the shower with soap, if you're washing it with the hot water, all of that same gunk is really getting onto your face and into your pores. So we want to make sure that you're not washing your face in the shower in the hot water. Try to wash your face with cool or tepid water in the sink before you take a shower or when you come out. This will help to keep the skin hydrated and prevent some of that dehydration, because when you're excessively oily and your makeup's disappearing, your pores are large, chances are a lot of that is dehydration. And so you got to kind of look back at how your skincare regimen is working, what you're doing to cleanse your skin, and what you're doing to treat it, and just kind of turn things around. You would need to exfoliate that skin and just really come back with a really nice moisturizer and have, again, a consistent regimen, day and night. So hyperpigmentation is very, very common, especially in this hot climate in Texas. Typically, it's on the forehead, it's around the mouth area, it's even on the nose, and most often it can be on the neck too. So it can be hormonal, it can be the sun, but typically if it's hormonal, the sun will probably make it a little bit worse. So you want to make sure that you're wearing sunscreen. So we'll go ahead and fast forward into sunscreen because I want to make sure I talk about that. And I know some people are like, well, I don't need sunscreen because I don't like it, or it's too many layers, I don't have time, or I have brown skin, I don't need sunscreen. Wrong. Everybody needs sunscreen. So let's just back up for a second and talk about the hyperpigmentation before we go to the sunscreen. With the hyperpigmentation, it's going to be difficult to find foundations that match your skin tone, because it's going to be difficult to find what skin tone you actually are. So if you have difficulty with the product matching, or it doesn't match right, or you don't know, you have to use 2 or 3 shades all over the face, then chances are you're going to need to go back and start with a new skincare regimen. So you're going to want to exfoliate all of that dead skin off. You're going to remember, wash your face in cool water in the sink before you shower or after you shower. Get you a really nice moisturizer that you love in the daytime and a moisturizer at night, and also a serum. A serum is really, really important because that's where you have the highest concentration of active ingredients in your serum. So you're going to go cleanse, serum, day cream, and then at night you're going to cleanse, serum, night cream. Okay? And your daytime is going to consist of a sunscreen, which we'll talk about in a second. So once you've exfoliated the skin and you've used a product like a vitamin C, we have a really potent 10% vitamin C, which is going to help to get rid of that hyperpigmentation. It takes a little while to get rid of it, but it will go away. And then once you begin to even out the skin tone, you can then go back and try to match your foundation. You'll get more of a perfect match when you know what your skin tone really is. Okay?
So Self Love Meetup asked that they said they love their serums, but how do we know which one to use?
We love our serums, but how do we know which one to use? So every skincare product is targeted to something. So if you have pretty normal skin, you have really no issues, you can use pretty much any serum that makes you feel like you're hydrated, depending on your age group, depending on your lifestyle. If you love it and you feel like it's working for you, that's the one for you. Now, if you have some issues such as hyperpigmentation, like we mentioned, if you have acne-prone skin, things like that, then you're going to want to reach for a different serum because now you have a specific need. So you're going to look for products that benefit that specific need. Okay, not just any serum. If you need anti-wrinkle, there's plenty of anti-wrinkle serums out there. If you need anti-wrinkle, for example, along with acne, you're going to definitely want to address the acne first and the lines and wrinkles second.
So she said she has combination skin and feels like she gets dryness sometimes.
Oh, absolutely. So then you're going to want to do once a week a nice exfoliation, and then come back with a firming, hydrating mask, and then keep a nice cleanser on board in your bathroom that is cleansing but doesn't dehydrate you. A lot of cleansers can do that, especially if you overexfoliate. Since you have combination skin, you're going to want maybe a mattifying serum that has some protection and some hydration within it. So very, very common.
Caitlin asked, can you use multiple serums at once?
You can. You can layer your serums. Just have an understanding of what exactly those serums are targeting. So for instance, if you have hyperpigmentation and you're trying to brighten the skin a little bit and smooth out the hyperpigmentation, the serum that addresses that concern should hit the skin first. and then the other one. For instance, maybe you're using a potent vitamin C serum to help with hyperpigmentation, and then you want to come back with something that's just really hydrating, like additional hyaluronic acid serum. You're going to put that right on top. So the answer is yes. Just know which one to use first to get the best benefit from the reason that you're using it.
All right.
Good questions. I love it. Good questions. All right, so another skincare or skin type concern that I get on a regular basis is just completely dehydrated skin. I hear people say, my skin is extra dry. And then when I ask 2 or 3 questions, then I find out why it's dry. Some people generally do have dry skin or oily skin that's on the oilier side, but a lot of people just have really dehydrated skin because of what the skincare regimen you might be using at the moment. And maybe you're using the wrong products, maybe using products that are not for you. Maybe you use products for acne, for instance, and then your acne cleared up, but you continue to use those products and they dehydrated you because you no longer needed that extra benefit. So that's an option. As well, is to switch your skincare regimen from time to time as the skin's needs change. So that'll help with any dehydration. And if you have any, any questions that are specific to you that you want me to go more in detail into, you can feel free to ask me those questions.
We got a doozy right here. Caitlin asked, she said, so I put lotion on my face. Is that okay or is that a no?
Who is that?
Oh my gosh. No. So sad.
No. Okay. So, typically products that are made for the body, understand that the skin on the body is different from the skin on the face. The skin around the eyes is different from the skin on the neck. Everything is different. So what you're using on your body is specifically what you're using on your face is specifically for the body. You really shouldn't use it on your face. You should be really using a product that is made specifically for the face. So the answer to that is snap. I wouldn't do it. It might have some ingredients that you don't want on your face. So I'm not sure, obviously, what the product is that you're using, but I would go back and look at some of the ingredients. And then if you love that product or that product's maker, then go back and try to find a facial product that they make that's specifically for the face.
She said, I've been doing it for months.
Yeah, I hear that a lot. People, it's easy. You don't have a lot of time. You jump in the shower. You wash everything from head to toe, hair, face, body, everything with the same cleanser. You jump out. You put on your moisturizer on your body, and then you all over your face with what's left on your hands. I see it all the time.
So she's been using a Bath & Body Works type of lotion, which typically has perfumes and everything else in it. So probably not the best thing to put on your face.
Yeah. If you don't have any allergies to fragrance or anything like that, you're probably okay. But over time, as your skin changes and evolves with lifestyle and weather and so forth, I would definitely look for something that is more for the face. And, we're happy to recommend something to you from our line as well. So just let us know when you have some time and we'll recommend it for you.
We'll get you set up.
Yeah, we'll get you all set up. All right. Good questions. I love the questions. Thanks so much, you guys. So another skincare concern that I often hear is skin that has uneven texture. So do you ever put your makeup on and the same makeup you've used forever, you love it, all of a sudden it doesn't look good, and you're like, oh, makeup looks terrible today. Some days you put it on, it looks beautiful. You look in the mirror, you get your selfies going in the car and everything because you look good, you got the good light coming in, and then all of a sudden one day you're like, what happened? Sometimes you get that dead surface cell on the skin that just consists of a lot of dead skin cells that don't slough off automatically. That can give you uneven texture, and a big telltale sign of it is when your makeup doesn't go on good. Whereas it may have gone on beautifully a week ago or a month ago. So just kind of be aware that if you have uneven texture on the skin, chances are it's not the makeup, that it's the underlying skin that just needs to be exfoliated, and maybe a good hydrating mask, a firming gel mask or something like that, a cooling mask that helps those pores to shrink and get rid of that dead skin. Okay? So that's a really common one. So let's talk about sunscreen for a minute.
Oh, sunscreen. The importance of sunscreen.
Sunscreen. Why do you need it? Who knows why you need sunscreen? Everybody needs sunscreen. Everybody needs it on a daily basis. And even if you feel like, well, I don't leave my house or I'm not really in the sun, I hear a lot, I only drive my car to work and I get out and I go in and I'm in there all day and I drive it and I go back. Well, newsflash, sun rays are coming in the windows of your car, okay? And even when you're in the house on a daily basis, if you go in and out for any reason, your windows, the UVA, UVB rays are coming in your windows, okay? And so why should that matter to you? Because these rays contribute to skin cancer and contribute to the premature aging of skin. So you want to always make sure that your skin is protected. And so this is necessary for fair skin as well as darker skin people. So the darker your skin, the more natural protection you have from your natural melanin, but it doesn't protect you 100% from premature aging. So you want to make sure that you're wearing some kind of sunscreen every day. And when you pick a sunscreen, make sure that it is a broad spectrum sunscreen, which means it protects you from both UVA and UVB rays so that you get that full protection. Okay, so you need the antioxidant protection of, say, a vitamin C serum, lots of antioxidant protection in there, and then your sunscreen on top. So then the next important question that I get is, should I layer my sunscreen? Well, yes, you can layer your sunscreen, but understand that if you wear an SPF 30, for instance, and you have an SPF 35 in your foundation, you're not getting SPF 65. You're only getting what's on the top layer. Okay, so it doesn't really layer on top of layer. If you're doing an SPF, say a 60, say, oh my gosh, I was wearing a 60 and I still got burned. Well, it just means you probably stayed out too long. So what that means for us in selecting the right sunscreen for you and your lifestyle and what you're doing is, think about it this way. If you typically go outside skin unprotected and you can burn, say, in about 10 minutes, then you take that 10 minutes and you multiply it by the amount of sunscreen that you're using, say SPF 30. That means that you have 300 minutes that you can stay in the sun or exposed to rays protected. And after that 300 minutes is up, provided you haven't excessively sweat, you haven't been swimming, drying off or wiping off all of your sunscreen, that means you need to now reapply. Reapply, get out of the sun, put on a hat, long sleeves or something, because you are no longer protected. So the SPF number in your sunscreen only pertains to the length of time you stay out, not the amount of coverage, if that makes sense. So that means that a 65 SPF is not necessarily better or more coverage than a 30. It's just the length of time you can stay out protected. So I hope that helps to clear up some of the misconceptions around sunscreen and help you guys understand that everybody needs it. Please, please, please wear sunscreen. I wear sunscreen every single day. I am 55 years old and I'm hoping I'm not showing it. I'm trying not to show it. So I'm trying to make sure I got my vitamin C on my skin and my sunscreen on. And don't forget about your body, your neck, and your body. Understand the face is not here to here. The face is here to here. Okay? Let's all do it together.
All this. Yeah.
Face is here to here.
I was just fussing at my friend Tina. She was out on the lake, didn't have on enough sunscreen,
no.
got all burnt up, and now she's struggling to get her skin back together. I'm calling you out right now. Sorry, Tina.
Oh, no.
She just commented that I was fussing at her to wear sunscreen because she got all crispy when she was outside. I can't talk. I was really bad about sunscreen growing up. Yeah. I would only put it on every now and then after she would fuss at me for not wearing it. And now I'm paying for it. Now I'm trying to wear foundation and wear more makeup. And most of you having a hard time figuring out my shade. So I'm using the vitamin C collection to help even out my skin tone so that I can find foundation to wear. So I learned the lesson the hard way. Don't feel bad if you're learning the lesson the hard way as well. We all have to do it. I am with you guys as well. So we can work together to even out our skin tone so that we can find the perfect match for our makeup.
Yeah, because you had multiple sunburns.
Oh, yeah.
This girl burned her face at least
every summer,
3 times every summer. Blistered her forehead. I mean,
foreheads and cheeks
peeling.
And
it was awful.
Yeah. So now I'm having to get all the skin off and evened out so that I can find foundation or not wear anything at all, just have an even skin tone.
Yep. Because you gotta understand too, it does so much damage that when you're younger, it's really cute, it's pretty, you got a beautiful tan, it looks great, the skin is all even, and you wear your strapless tops and everything looks great. Mm-hmm. But understand that the damage that's happening underneath there for the next 5 years, 10 years is gonna show up. Mm-hmm. When you see a dark spot on your face, for instance, on your cheek, a spot of, say, hyperpigmentation, know that it didn't pop up yesterday. It's been there for years, and it has worked its way to the surface because it's been living there for a long time. So as the skin has sloughed off and renewed itself over the years, now that dark spot is now exposed. So when you start to really exfoliate and moisturize and hydrate the skin and protect the skin, then those dark spots tend to go away, and then you can smooth out the skin and help protect that new skin. So it's a long process to get back, but you can get back. It's not permanent, and there is a way to manage it. But protection is the key. So in my regimen, I use, and I haven't always been good either. I mean, I have 21 years in Miami. I love the sun. As soon as the sun pops out, I run out because I want some sun. I love it. So I'm not fussing at y'all. I'm fussing at myself too because I know. But I do make sure that I am protected and I wear my sunscreen and I use all of my vitamin C products as potent amount as possible so that I can even out my skin tone. I can add antioxidant protection. I can hydrate it. and I can periodically exfoliate off that dead skin. I really, really do try. It wasn't always even skin tone and balanced. Believe it or not, when I was all my life, I never had acne or anything like that. So I always had sort of normal skin with a little bit of oiliness in the forehead, and that was it. But when I got into my 40s, suddenly my skin just erupted. And I had acne and cystic acne that didn't go away all along the jawline. It was probably hormonal, but it was difficult to get rid of. So I would get one pimple and I would freak out because it would take months to go away. So I literally had these big knots around the edge of my jawline. And so those are really hard to combat. And sometimes you'd have to go see a dermatologist to try to see what's going on with your skin. But a good rule of thumb is to keep once or twice a week, keep that dead skin exfoliated off. Keep your hands from touching your face, and make sure that you don't sleep in your makeup. Don't sleep in your makeup. And I know one person that's on here right now that I fussed at recently, so don't sleep in your makeup. Even if you have to get some of those little wipes and put them by the couch while you're watching TV, rip that baby open and wipe off that makeup while you're sitting there. Don't sleep in that makeup. So if you tend to have acne, uneven skin tone, texture, all those things, make sure that you're not sleeping in that makeup, okay? And that's what I had to do, is to make sure that no matter how tired, no matter how hungry or whatever I am at the end of the day, the first thing that happens is I take my makeup off. I put on my moisturizer, go through my product regimen, and try to keep it regular and consistent. So I'm not sharing that with you guys and fussing at you guys because I'm struggling with just the same, because I just want to hit the bed sometime. But if I wake up and those eyelashes are on that pillow, that ain't gonna be pretty. So we don't want to go there. All right. So excuse me. So good questions. Does everybody understand about the sunscreen? If you have more questions about the sunscreen and some of the common misconceptions and what you should or should not be doing, please let me know, because this is really, really important. If you are treating hyperpigmentation or so many other skin issues, you will make it worse. You will be fighting a losing battle if you go outside in the sun without sunscreen to protect your skin.
Okay, so we have a question with a couple agreements on it. Okay. Tina asks, she said, so I don't use an exfoliator. Should I? ? And how many times a week should I use it?
You should be exfoliating your skin at least once a week. If you have oily skin or a little more on the drier side, be careful of the exfoliator that you choose, because you don't want to further dehydrate the skin, and you don't want to stimulate the oil glands so much in the skin or overstimulate them that you get excessively oily. So let us know, let us talk offline and figure out what you need, what's best for your skin, so that you get the right product that works, you get the best benefit for your skin. But the answer is yes, you should be.
It's a very good question.
Yeah.
There's a lot of dead skin that builds up throughout the week, so you get to scrub it off.
Yep.
To get the next beautiful layer of skin coming in.
Exactly. And also, just to piggyback on that, as you get older, the skin has these, think of it as like little, a layer of glue that holds the skin cells together. So when you're younger, they slough off naturally by themselves. So every 28, 30 days, the skin cycles, renews itself. All those dead skin cells fall away. As you get older, they only lift and they don't actually fall away. So that's what contributes to uneven skin tone. That's how you get your makeup not going on smoothly. So you have to exfoliate to keep the skin fresh and keep the skin cells off. So sometimes alpha hydroxy acids, things like that, ingredients like that, tend to work better if you have uneven skin texture and tone, because it helps to break down that glue that holds those dead skin cells together so that they can slough away. And so you just wash them right down the sink. So alpha hydroxy acid is an incredibly important ingredient in your skincare regimen, as is vitamin C. All right.
What's next?
All right. So we talked about serums. We talked about wearing a hat once your time is up with your skincare regimen. Some of y'all, if you follow my Instagram, you might know that I always have a baseball cap on, because my forehead, I love to dry with my roof open. I know it's bad. I burnt my shoulders up once, I'll confess. Burnt my shoulders up. Had a hat on.
Did you wear
Thought
sunscreen?
I was cute. I did. Oh. I had my antioxidant serum on. I had my sunscreen. I had my hat on. Shoulders fried. I got home. Long drive, 6 or 7 hours. Music was bumping. Right, music was bumping. I got in the house, I ran straight to the shower, and it felt like needles were hitting me on my shoulders. So I was very bad. I burned up my skin. So I'm guilty of it too, but we just have to really be careful and make sure that you stay protected. But that's the reason I wear a baseball cap a lot of times when I go out walking, or if I'm hiking or whatever with my husband, or whatever I'm doing outdoors, I got a hat on, because it really helps in the protection. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about some of the products that we have for you guys. Let me just show you in talking about my skincare regimen. So this is the vitamin C cleanser. I'll get closer just in case you guys can't see it. The light's kind of bright. Yeah, maybe you can hold it. So that is the vitamin C cleanser, and that has little round jojoba beads in it, so it's not going to scratch or damage your skin in any way. It's going to help to keep that dead skin off that we talked about. So you're going to want to do that twice a day. And this is my favorite.
Yes.
This is my all-time favorite. This is, if you can see, it's a clear serum. It is a potent 10% vitamin C. And this goes on the skin after you cleanse. It is combined with glycerin, so you're going to get a moisturizing feeling to it. So some people have even told me, I don't feel like I need moisturizer once I use this. It's that moisturizing. So 10% vitamin C and glycerin is amazing to use, especially for hyperpigmentation, to keep the skin really smooth. And then here we are. Daily Moisture Protection SPF 15.
Sunscreen.
Sunscreen. It's an airless pump, and it's a lotion in a lotion form. Know that it is broad spectrum coverage or broad spectrum protection. And we talked about broad spectrum earlier. It helps with both UVA and UVB rays. Be careful what you choose out there in the marketplace. If you go hunting for sunscreens or sunscreen moisturizers, that you look for broad spectrum. Okay, if it does not say broad spectrum across the packaging, you don't want it because you're not 100% protected from all the rays. Okay, now at night, I do my same vitamin C cleanser, my same vitamin C serum, and I also use a vitamin C night cream. It's a 1 ounce size. This is also very potent vitamin C. So when you apply this on your skin, you're going to find that it's incredibly moisturizing. You're going to get that nighttime antioxidant protection. Go ahead and brighten up your hands. There you go. Really, really smoothing. It's really pleasant to use. You're really going to get that protection for the following day, and you're going to get the skin healing itself and moisturizing while you're sleeping. So you're going to want to definitely make sure that you're using a night cream.
Very rich. You only need a little bit. I'm still rubbing it in. Only need a tiny amount.
And that's a good point because we often overuse skincare. I know I do. It feels so good sometimes. I like to just kind of spackle, but you don't really need to spackle. Then you use too much product and it's gone too soon. So really, you should have your skincare regimen for about 3 months. 3 months. And you should have to replenish only after about 3 months. So if you're replenishing for after a month and a half, you got too much going on.
Way too much.
You're using way too much. You're using way too much. Okay. So what's the time check? How much time do we have?
About 10 minutes.
Oh, we're almost there. All right, this is absolutely fantastic. I'm loving it. I'm having a great time. Thank you so much. My okay, so there's a big difference between obviously skin that is that has been cleansed and hydrated properly when it comes to wearing makeup. So just know that the first step to beautiful skin, beautiful makeup, is getting your skin into condition. Okay, so let's talk about a skincare regimen, one that works for you, one that's perfect for your lifestyle, for your budget, and everything that is in between. So really quickly, before I turn this over to Soni and she can talk about everything else before we close, this has been so much fun. We're running out of time. We have foundations that you can choose from. We also have concealer. We have loose powders. We have stick foundations if you prefer that. We have multiple formulations of concealer. We also have authentic 5-dimensional mink eyelashes. Blink, 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 blink. People love our eyelashes. They are super soft and they're rounded, so they're easy to apply. If you need a makeup lash lesson, you need to know how to put them on, we're happy to show you that as well. Our business is all web-based. However, we are sitting in our studio right now. We started out online. Everybody wanted to come by and see can we teach them this? Can we teach them that? Can you help me find my foundation? So we ended up having a sort of an internal makeup studio. So we love it here. I spend a lot of time here. You're invited to come here anytime.
Yeah.
We also have eyeshadow palettes. I want to make sure that I show you guys our signature palettes if you want to be fan.
Love our highlighter palettes.
Okay, and I'll reach the eyeshadows.
This one is the medium highlighter palette. You can use it to contour. I use mine sometimes as eyeshadow, or just as highlight. This one right here, this highlight right here, is beautiful.
Those are
the
super
best thing
pigmented.
ever. Yeah, you only need a tiny amount. It is super, super pigmented.
Yep. So just know if you get one of the highlighter palettes, you can use it for eyeshadow, you can use it for contour and highlight. This is an all-in-one palette. It's super slim and really soft touch. So you can have this in your bathroom and just use it for everything. Use it all over your whole face. Let me put this right here. I was handing it to you, but you weren't looking.
Oh, sorry.
And then we have our very powerful, I call it, highly pigmented eyeshadow palettes.
Everything.
So cute little palettes. They're great for travel. You can have all your 4 favorite eyeshadows in one place without taking your big old palette that you have on your sink. You love all the colors. So these are great. They have to come with a mirror inside.
Yes.
And we have 10 different shade combinations. So you can get all of these on the website. And now I'm going to be quiet and let Soni tell you how you can find us, all the good news, and we got to select our winner.
Oh, yeah, we have a giveaway.
Gosh.
We have a giveaway. Almost forgot about it.
Take it away.
Social media-wise, I'm sure a lot of you guys that do have me on here already know because I blast all over social media. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We have a website. What else? Facebook, Instagram. website.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah,
It seems like a lot because we're always so busy.
That's it.
Facebook, Sydoni Skincare and Beauty. Instagram, Sydoni_skin. And then our website is SydonieSkin.com.
Right.
So, and then there's an icon on there. If you have any questions while you're shopping online, you can shoot us a quick message. It goes directly to us. We can answer right then and there, and you can have your answer within minutes. So it's super convenient for those of you that just are on the go and, hey, I have a question about this. Just shoot us a quick message and we'll get back to you.
Yep. When you're on the website, there's a little tiny icon, the little Facebook Messenger. Just click on that. The message will come right to us. If you have a question, hey, what about this or that, or what's your mascara like? Shoot the question over, and we'll get it right away, and we'll be able to answer you in just a couple seconds.
I have had some questions of people asking if they don't feel like using the question through like the website, are they able to message us directly?
Like in an email?
Yeah, email or Facebook Messenger. I personally don't mind messages to my personal accounts. That's fine with me. Most of y'all only know me through personal, like social media anyway. So I don't have a problem with that. It is easier going through the website because it'll go straight to our system. But I might not be guaranteed to respond to you immediately. So it's better to just go to the website and enter your questions through the messenger.
Yeah, and there's an info page, there's a contact us page, so we do have the company email address, and that bounces right to that email address. So if you don't need an answer right away and just have a question, go to the website, click on contact us, and shoot an email over. I do monitor those closely, so I should be able to provide an answer for you pretty quickly. If you need a personal conversation, leave your phone number and we will give you a call. You can also send a message through Instagram, through Facebook, any of those. I do monitor those personally, so we will get your information.
All right. Do you guys have any like last questions, comments, concerns? We've got a couple more minutes, so we can kind of spend these last few minutes to answer questions
and pick our winner.
Cut up a little bit.
Oh, we don't want to forget too that if you go to the website for as an added bonus for everybody that joined us this evening, go to the website, select your products that you love, put in a discount code ProjectBeauty25 and get 25% off your whole purchase. And that's for 1 month. So you have a whole month to decide what you want. 30 days. After that, it expires and the discount goes away. So if you have questions in the meantime, please reach out. We're happy to help and to select the right products for you. So 25% off just for Project Beauty. Project Beauty 25, okay? Write that down.
Project Beauty 25.
Write that down.
Caitlin asked, is there a specific sunscreen for face or can you use any?
There are specific sunscreens for face. There are ones for face and ones for body. So the answer is yes. Our sunscreen is for the face. We don't have any body products yet, but I'm a body product lover. I like to treat my body the same way I treat my face to make sure that I have all even skin tone from head to toe. And that's a really big challenge when it comes to elbows, knees, things like that. So maybe that's something that we'll work on later on, but definitely two different things. Face sunscreen, body sunscreen.
All right. Courtney asked, do you do professional makeup?
I do. I do. So I'm a makeup artist by trade and have been for over 30 years. So I know a little bit. So if you want your makeup done, then feel free to just reach out and schedule an appointment. And I'm happy to sit you down and put on some lashes or whatever you want to do. We can do any of that. Awesome.
And we'll see y'all later.
Awesome. Bye.
Bye, guys.